looking to improve your form on a couple exercises, and I know I sent out the form, um, right? I sent out the form, and we're gonna start with that, um, and then after that, after we go through that, then we will, I guess, go individually. If you guys didn't get the chance to fill out the form, that's okay. We'll go over like just more actual questions that you guys have to when it comes to your form. So yeah, um, yeah. So there's that. Yeah, Juan, if you're able to just mute yourself real quick, just because there is a bit of chair creaking, that'd be cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so the first, um, I'll share my screen, but the first exercises that we want to go over are that was submitted to the form check presentation form, which was pinned in the group chat. This will obviously this will probably be a recurring thing because I know form is always a work in progress, no matter what. So, um, and I know it's sometimes like a challenge with one of the only challenges with online training is the form. So I would love to really nail in on this and make sure everyone's form is good. So anyway, the first couple exercises that we're gonna go over is the Romanian deadlift and the Smith machine squat, and um, making sure they're not standing too far forward for the squat, or if their back is straight on the Romanian deadlift. So I'll bring this up. And this is, you guys can interrupt if this is yours and you have more specific questions, or even if it's not yours and you have a specific question about um, how you want to how to perform these exercises, then or how to perform the exercise, let me know. So I will share my screen. Share screen. So I was fortunate enough to actually win a new MacBook at the business conference. So I think that now everything can process well. Um, so we're gonna go over Smith machine squat, and I'm just actually gonna go to YouTube to start. If you guys feel like um, this is helpful, let me know. And if you feel like it'd be better to demonstrate some of these in the gym, that may be able to be arranged as well. But some I just don't know about how they feel about actually um, recording. So let's go to this guy. So I want to say if you guys also, I always encourage you guys as well to do your own research. I've learned a lot obviously through my certifications, but a lot through YouTube as well, honestly. But obviously from credible sources like Renaissance Periodization. These guys are great. These guys are fantastic. Jeff Nippert on YouTube is is great as well. So if you feel like you need further form assistance and you want a more in-depth explanation, I definitely would go to these guys as well because they are the professionals. They are the top of the top of the top, and the people I look up to. So let's go into it. Okay, so were you guys able to hear that? Okay, that's fine. That's fine because um you really don't need to hear it. I'll break it down. But are you guys able to see the screen? Okay, fantastic. So for Smith machine squat, right, we'll go to full screen. Right, notice that it's gonna take a bit of playing around to actually get the perfect stance, right? If you're too close, your knees are gonna be coming way over your toes. It's gonna be uncomfortable. But if your feet are too far in front, then it's also gonna be tough because you're you're just not gonna be off. You're gonna be completely off balance. So you need to find the right stance. So if you stand up and you do like a regular squat, a bodyweight squat, it should be quite similar to that. Where let's play this again. Hold on. Let me mute that for myself as well. So notice, like, it's the biggest advice I would say is just play around for the Smith machine squat to get your footing, right? Your knees should be they should be aligned right over your toes, right? Your knees shouldn't be going, if your feet are straight like this, your knees shouldn't be going over or inverting. They should be right over. They should be stacked, right? That's a common theme in a lot of exercises, especially with legs. You never want to have your knee go in a different direction of your foot because that's going to screw you up. I would say for Smith machine squat, focus on just try different stances, right? It's gonna feel, if you feel like it's comfortable, it's gonna be good. People obviously have different like limb lengths, so I can't give a one size fits all actually approach for this. But if you're able to go down, go up, keeping your body mostly upright, that's gonna be good, right? Notice, like, as he goes up, he leads with his chest. His feet are never moving. Like his whole body is moving in unison. So again, they should be overall like pretty much right under your body, right? They should be most likely a bit in front of your butt. If you look down like this, like if your torso is here, your feet should be about here. Like you're sitting down in a chair, basically. That's kind of what we're looking for. But play around with it, since again everyone has different limb lengths, and try putting your feet a bit more in front, putting them a bit more in the back. But it should be comfortable enough to where there's no pain in any areas of your body. There shouldn't be pain in your back. That would happen if your feet are too far in front. There would be pain in your legs if your feet were too far back. So you should find the perfect amount, the perfect length for there to be no pain, but definitely just play around with your feet positioning. Next up, do you guys have any questions about that? If you do, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Next up, we're going. This guy also is fantastic. Like he can give you another like more in-depth thing as well. This guy is great. So next up, when he goes to Romanian deadlift. Let's see. Okay, that's normal deadlift. Like there honestly are a lot of good tutorials. Okay, let's see this one. I like this. Okay. I don't even know what language he's speaking. Um, okay, this guy's form is actually not that good. I don't want to give you guys like bad advice. Let's go to stiff leg deadlift because that actually is quite similar. Or actually, it basically is the RDL where you just don't bend your legs. So, and his legs are bending. So this is a good example. Okay, I'm gonna play that again. Okay, so I want to pause it here. So first of all, you want to notice that there's a for the person who submitted who has a question about the Romanian deadlift form. Do you mind sharing again, like what specifically was your was the challenge? As there's just a lot of different components to this one. Got you. Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Like your shoulders, I mean, if you think about it, if you bend over, um, if you look at like the diagram of just like a guy RDL form, right? Okay, I don't know what the heck. Okay, so you'll notice like in every single in no matter what, in no matter what how you do it, right? This is a good example. Simple. Your shoulders will be in front because if they're not, the dumbbells are gonna literally go through your legs. So of course your shoulders are gonna be a little bit in front, but a good cue is when you are. I'll demonstrate this. Like a good cue is simply to make sure that you're not lifting with your back, right? You can stand up, right? You got the bar. What you can do is actually kind of pull your shoulders back to have good posture, right? And then from there, keep that locked. Keep your lats engaged. You can do you can all do this exercise of just you stand up, pretend to grab a bar and then lock it in place, right? Like kind of have good posture, right? If you just stand and twist your hands outwards from flat like this, here to open. That's the form. That's locking in your back. When you do that with the barbell, right? And you kind of pretend like you're bending the barbell. That's going to make sure that you're not lifting with your shoulders because it's going to isolate the. It's going to isolate or not isolate, but it's going to salt. It's going to make sure that it's all tight up there. It's going to make sure that your back muscles are locked in, your shoulder muscles are locked in, and they're all. What is the word I'm trying to say? It's going to make sure that your muscle group because obviously you only want to be lifting with your hamstrings and also a bit of your glutes, right? So by locking in your scapula, locking in your shoulders, it will be isolating the legs because all of these muscles will just be locked in place, not able to move anymore. So that is does that answer your question? Okay, solid. I'm glad to hear that. And of course, like, um, that's why warm-up sets are so important. For obviously one, like you can practice your form, stuff like this, before you put on heavy weight and you do it wrong. Um, and then also second, like it gets like the blood flow running, and it ramps up the body to be prepared for the weight. So yeah, never skip a warm-up because it actually allows you to do more weight, more reps. So never skip a warm-up set. Um, I also want to say, like, you guys, I've prefaced this in the past, but if you guys ever want like more detail on like form checks, like, shoot a video of your form, and I'll just review it. You can, if you want me to review it in front of the group, I can, like a group call like this, future group calls, I can review your form in front of everyone so everyone can learn, or I can do it one-on-one as well, so no one gets to see your form if it's bad, like it's cool. But I'm always happy to go more in depth, for your for your form. So yeah, we'll move on to the next exercise.